What I've realized is that there are some things that are clearly universal. I mean, when we went to Gabon, our goals were to do sustainability projects. But what I can't stop thinking about are the people. And these relationships that I've formed, they seem so real to me. And I don't know if I'm making up whether or not they're significant. I only spent 10 days in the village with these people, but I mean, there are certain things that make me feel like it meant more than just 10 days. It's encompassing because I don't know how they're feeling. I can't even speak their language, but it's on my mind all the time. There are reasons that, I mean, I've convinced myself I guess when I think about it, I can convince myself that it's just because it's this new place and it's foreign and I'm in love with how foreign it is, or that, you know, I'm romanticizing poverty, or that they're children and so they don't know any better, and if they did know any better they wouldn't want to be friends with me or anything like that. But I can't help but still believe that it's real. I mean, I'll never forget several things that happened, and one of them being this little boy who we couldn't feed a banana one day. He was laying on the ground in the middle of a soccer game, and I walked over to him and asked him, you know, tu fais mal? And his friends were like, no, il est faim, which means he's hungry. And I walked over to our camp and I picked him up and I brought him with me, and I said, you know, can we please give him a banana? All the kids ran down the hill, it's just us. Can I just give him this banana? He's been, you know, picked on for being hungry, and I can remember my teacher telling me, no, we can't give him a banana because the second we give him a banana, the entire village is going to want a banana. And we can't afford that. We don't have enough food. And it just makes you realize, you know, we can help. Like, who knows how much a banana costs, but the amount of money that it costs for me to fly over to Gabon, you know, to take a train ride into their village, to be there and to have those resources, it's a lot of money. And, you know, it's not easy for my family, but it happened. You know, we made it happen. So why don't people put money aside for things like this? I mean, each person listening to this can afford one banana. So, you know, it just breaks my heart to think that he can't, that he is going to be hungry today, that he's hungry right now probably as I'm speaking. And it breaks my heart that he is so far away and that I don't know how he's doing or how my village family is doing. As far as I know, he could be dead right now. There's no email or even a phone call. There's nothing. There's no way to reach him without going there. And it breaks my heart that I am going back this year and I might not be able to visit him or to visit my family or to give all these kids hugs. You know, the entire time I was there, it was Maggie, Maggie, Maggie. You know, they would swarm to me. And I know they're just kids, but, you know, you can't help but love them. And then there's my my village sister, Lufiana. And the last day when we were at their, the last dance that we went to, I can just remember her being standoffish and sad. And I could see it in her eyes that she was so sad. And so I walked over to her, and I can remember her, it was in French, and I don't remember the exact words, but she said something like, "You're leaving tomorrow. Why are you leaving tomorrow?" And I just remember telling her, it's okay, because, we're always going to be sisters. She would say, "Are you going to come back? Are you going to come see me again?" And I'd say, yeah, I'll come back. We're always going to be sisters, and I'll come see you. But it takes a toll on you when it's your responsibility to continue the relationship. Because I don't necessarily have enough money to go back. But like I said, I can find a way to make it happen. And she certainly doesn't have the ability to come visit me. So then I'm stuck wondering, was that just for that short period of time, or is that relationship real? Is it worth it for me to be upset or, longing for these relationships, or to want to know how these people are doing? Because to me, they matter. And they changed my life so much that I wonder whether or not I've changed theirs. Or if they think of me, or if they, remember me or my name. Or if they saw the notes I left in their school books before I left. They'll never interact with me again unless I make an effort to go there. And that takes a toll on you, because what if they're sitting there wondering, I don't want them to think that I don't care if I never go back, because I do care. And I'm thinking about it all the time. And I have Google, and I have different ways of looking at their life. I have pictures, and though it's not them, I can look up things like Masangalani Gabon on Google, or zoom in on Google Earth and look at that little curve in the river and think in my head, there they are. But they don't have computers or internet. I can do this on my phone. I have this with me all the time. I have the pictures of them on my walls. They're part of my life, but there's no real way for me to be a part of theirs without giving them something, some tangible item or photos of me, which I really didn't do. And so all I can think about is, the next time this happens, or if it ever happens, how can I find a way to make a connection across cultures, across the ocean? It's just hard.